Out of the 72 shows I have seen on Broadway while touring and in the West End, only 32 remain in this ultimate Broadway Bracket Battle. And by the end of this video, only one will be crowned as my current favorite production. This 3-part series is meant to be a fun way to get to know me and my theatrical taste. If there is an outcome that you do not agree with, I highly encourage you to leave me a comment to let me know how you would have done things. I am not judging you for the shows that you love, as I hope that you are not judging me for the shows that I love. I already spoke about each of these shows in more detail in my last couple of videos, so now we are going to speed things up. I encourage you to check out the first 2 parts of this 3-part series if you would like to hear more of my thoughts. Let's get into it. Illinois versus Hairspray. I'm going to move Hairspray on. 6 versus Legally Blonde the Musical. No. I don't want to do this one. Okay, 6 versus Legally Blonde the Musical. 6 versus Legally Blonde the Musical. Okay. I know I said I was going to go quicker, but this one requires some thinking. The thing with 6 is that I believe it is the perfect show for today's audiences. It's short, 80 minutes long. It's got great music. It's fast-paced. That production of Legally Blonde, I feel, had more elements of Broadway that I typically enjoyed. An overture, set changes, I know, but we're getting down to the fine details here. Legally Blonde is going to move on. I just love it that much. Job versus Parade. Job is going to move forward. Billy Elliot versus The Cher Show. I really loved Billy Elliot, so that one is going to move on to the next round. Wicked versus Head Over Heels. It's Wicked. That's moving on. Next to Normal versus Come From Away. Oh boy. I love Next to Normal, but there are things about Come From Away that I just love more, so that's moving on. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying versus The Phantom of the Opera. Like I said, I really like this production of How to Succeed, so that is moving on. Sister Act versus SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. Listen, you know what's funny? On paper, I feel like Sister Act is the better show, but I enjoyed my time at SpongeBob SquarePants more, so SpongeBob SquarePants is moving on. The Lion King versus Newsies. The Lion King. For all the reasons I listed before. Bring It On versus Jersey Boys. Bring It On. I loved Bring It On. I highly recommend the cast album if you have not listened to this musical yet. Cabaret versus Waitress. Cabaret. Hamilton versus The Color Purple. Oh, I loved The Color Purple. Color Purple is going to win this round. Big Fish versus Beautiful. I'm going to give it to Beautiful. I had a really good time with that show. Something Rotten versus Dames at Sea. Both are very silly. Both are kind of about show business. Dames at Sea is going to move on. And Juliet versus Spring Awakening. I'm going to give it to Spring Awakening. Fun Home versus Chicago. It's going to be Fun Home. Here are our current standings as of round 2. Let's move on to round 3. Hairspray versus Legally Blonde. Both feature Laura Bell Bundy. Legally Blonde. What can I say? Job versus Billy Elliot. Billy Elliot. Wicked versus Come From Away. Come From Away. It really wowed me. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying versus SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical. Yeah, I'm going to give it to How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. The Lion King versus Bring It On. Oh, I loved both. The Lion King. Cabaret versus The Color Purple. Cabaret. Beautiful versus Dames at Sea. Oh, Dames at Sea really surprised me. I didn't expect it to make it this far. I think this is where it loses out. I'm going to push Beautiful forward. Spring Awakening versus Fun Home. Both were incredible theatrical experiences, but I have to give it to Fun Home. Here we go. Quarterfinals. Let's do this thing. Legally Blonde versus Billy Elliot. Legally Blonde. Come From Away versus How to Succeed in Business. Come From Away. The Lion King versus Cabaret. Cabaret. Cabaret is going to beat Lion King. Beautiful versus Fun Home. Fun Home is going to move on. Ooh, our final 4 shows. I feel like any of these shows could really win this competition. I just think all of them are just perfect. So, oh, this is going to be very tough. Legally Blonde versus Come From Away. There's something about that production of Legally Blonde that just keeps pulling me back in. I recently rewatched the MTV recording. I don't get bored of that show. And I don't get bored of Come From Away either. I think Legally Blonde just means more to me at this point in my life, so Legally Blonde is going to move on to the final round. Let's see who it's going to go up against. Cabaret versus Fun Home. Cabaret is an iconic piece of theater. I think it is a perfect musical. I also think that Fun Home is a perfect musical. Joining Legally Blonde in the final round is going to be Fun Home. It opened my eyes to theater in the round. I think it was a fabulously directed production. Fun Home is going to make it through. Final round. Okay, real quick, before I announce the winner, in the comments, let me know which you think is going to win. Okay. Between Legally Blonde and Fun Home, two of my favorite theater-going experiences. Okay, I know it. The winner of the first ever Broadway Bracket Battle is Legally Blonde, the musical. Wah, 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 wah. Oh my gosh. Legally Blonde is the winner of this first ever Broadway Bracket Battle competition. I love this show. I love this production. It just has a very special place in my heart. I have memories of seeing that production of Legally Blonde that I just hold on to so vividly. So, Legally Blonde, congratulations. You are the winner. Let me know in the comments if there were any rounds that you disagreed with or what show would win your Broadway Bracket Battle. Like this video if you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Thank you for watching.